In this project, we will apply our knowledge of measuring the uncertainty in the target of interest and perform some data analysis and analytics tasks. We will find some interesting data set that is publicly available. For example, I will use datasets hosted on kaggle.com, which is a popular data hosting service where you can find a lot of practically interesting datasets. For the demonstration purpose, I will find one of interesting dataset that has been pointed by a former student, which is the statistics of recent US elections. Okay, we will have a look at this data and see what we can apply our knowledge of information theory to analyze the data. Okay. To assess Kaggle dataset, we need to have a Kaggle account, of course. If you have already created an account, you can click in a dataset, and you may have a look at the data, find its descriptions, and you can download the data. But what is more convenient is that we can create a notebook in which we can write Python code to analyze the data directly on the website, where we will have direct access to the data. And also, hopefully, in nowadays, most of the authors of the datasets will provide some pre-processing steps and step-by-step guidance on how to clean the data and introduce some different aspects of the data. So for this data set, we can have a look at the notebooks. There are relatively few of it, although the data is now quite popular, which is on the homepage, front page of Kaggle. But because it's relatively new, there are small number of notebooks. If you are looking at some popular data sets, such as the movie recommendation or customer churn, things like that, you can have a lot of very useful existing solutions on which you can start your new exploration. So let's have a look at this data. But instead of using the author provided notebook, I have already prepared our notebook. So if you are studying new dataset, you can click some of these existing ones. But in my case, I have already copied my notebook from this one. So I will click my notebook, your work, and I have my ones. And I will make it publicly available, so you can start from my copy, which I also provide some introduction of the data, as well as explaining how to apply the information theoretical methods for the analytics. To be specific, we will build decision trees for some analytic tasks. Okay, so let's start looking the data.